So I just finished filming a video for the main channel. We was at Charlie's Cheesesteaks. I got some crumble in tow with me right now as well, which I'm going to take back to do a review. But this is one of those like spur of the moment vlogs, which again, I keep saying that because I don't know. Again, these aren't scripted, so it's the first thing that comes to my mind. But I'm still in the Bergen Town Center, and I heard that Whole Foods has this cake that's supposed to be like crazy good. And I just wanted to take people through another part of the process, which is sometimes I hear things and I'll put them in my mental notes or in an actual note to be on the lookout for certain things. You know, a lot of times people, how do you find these snacks? You know, what do you do? How the hell? I wish I could. All I do is I just keep mental notes. People tag me in things and I say, if I'm around something, I'm gonna go and find it. If it's crazy enough, then I'm just gonna go find it like ASAP. But this is one of those things that I saw someone do on, I think it was TikTok. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, that's it. See, that's a Tesla. She's not even paying attention. She literally just ran past that like, she's on the phone. I can't, bro, Tesla drivers, bro. Anyway, so I'm at Whole Foods. I just pulled around to the area that Whole Foods is in the parking lot, and I'm going to go in here and see if they got it. Maybe we'll see what else they have. I'm not really a Whole Foods shopper, so I'm not going to go shopping here because like paying $22 for like one chicken rotisserie breast is absolutely crazy. So let me get up out of here and see what's going on at Whole Foods. But first, I got to disassemble. This is the camera that I used to film in the car. People ask about that. I showed it in my everyday carry video, which is going to be an updated version coming soon. But I don't have that one out yet. I have to update the new one. But in the old one, I had this. This is my my Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. After I film, I just put it back in this case, and then it'll come back with me to the office so that I can edit. But I always got to make sure, I don't like messy cars, so I make sure everything is cleaned up. My tripod is like this small metal tripod with this Ulanzi claw on it, so I can just take it off. And then I put that back in the center console. This will come with me into my office, and away we go. This is my DJI mic that I talked about this in my everyday carry as well, but I'm wearing the mic right now. I've been forgetting this ridiculously, but there's a receiver and another mic. I don't need it because I'm using my Pocket 3. I always talk about, you know, using the stuff, my equipment, but this is just it in its application. So I got my two phones with me, and I have my keys. My wallet is on my keys or my phone, so I don't have to worry about that. And then we are off. You ever get in somebody's car and they got like mad water bottles? Did I lock that? Yes. You ever get in somebody's car and they have like mad water bottles and all this other stuff, and you're just like, they're like, oh, sit down. And you're like, where? So, I don't like that at all. So I really do like, I probably should show that in one of these videos, but I will also wipe my car off, wipe it down after every meal. I have a little vacuum. I vacuum if I have crumbs. I don't mess around with that type of stuff. I don't know. I grew up in a house where my mom was really big on making sure you clean up after yourself and don't wait till it piles up and then clean up then. You know, a lot of people will do that, where they'll just like wait till it's a mess and then they clean it up. And I'm like, if you clean up after yourself, you don't have to do that. So I always try to clean up after myself. This way I don't have to get caught in that kind of stuff. But we're at the store. I am rarely in Whole Foods. Every once in a while I'll have something that I want to get. They have good hot food too, but it's kind of pricey. I don't even got no cart. I'm one of those people that I really don't like crowds, because I get irked very easily. I feel like people, even though I'm walking around with a camera right now, which is mad. Wait, check the ice cream out. I'm here, right? Let's see if we got something. I actually heard these are really good. I've had a few of them, but they got some new flavors, but I'm not paying $8 for a pint of ice cream. Ooh, Van Leeuwen. $7. This is like $5 in the other store. Not for that. They got that old school R&B in here, bro. Let me tell you, songs like this, it reminds me of like back in the 90s. My mom had this old like 80s Buick, which was like the steel joints with the rag top, and she used to play music like this all the time. That's what it reminds me of. I don't even know where the cakes are in here. What is this? What is that? Coconut lime tea bread. That sounds good. Found it. I found it. It's actually behind the counter, and it's $38. $38. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. $40 for a cake is crazy, but I've spent more on Goldbelly. But it's called a brown butter caramel crunch cake. I'm getting it. I don't care. $38 for a cake is crazy. also got to find out who the hell else is going to eat this. I'm also going to get this key lime, what is it? Coconut lime tea bread. I like coconut lime. It sounds interesting. Looks like a pound cake, kind of. Got to just wait for somebody to help me because the dude behind the counter just dipped out. I don't even know where he went. Oh, he's coming back. All right, let me order this cake. $38 cake. Can I get one of those, the brown butter cakes? I just saw there's a small one and it's $28. So at least I don't have to pay $38 for it. It's $28. They actually got some decent cakes here. Look at this. Thank you. Bro, this cake is heavy as hell. Like, I was not expecting a weight on this thing. Yeah, we got the infamous cake. Everybody said this cake was popping. The quickest 40 bucks I ever spent in my life. But you know, it's funny because the guy asked me, he sees me holding this camera, which is why I think it's like cringe. When I got my food, he was like, or should I say the cake? He's like, are you making a vlog? I'm like, yeah. Making a vlog, like, it's so obvious, but it's mad corny to me. You know what I'm saying? $3 for a cake that I'll try literally 2 bites and give the rest away. This was a spur of the moment thing again. I remember hearing something. I'm like, is there something good in Whole Foods? And then I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody had talked about this cake. So I gotta do this. So that's pretty much how we do it. I don't really shop at Whole Foods. They have this thing here where you can get, like, if you have Amazon Prime, which I do, where I guess you get discounts, but I don't feel like entering all my info right now because you have to use like the Whole Foods app or something like that. I'll do that if I ever come back here. But Whole Foods is way too damn expensive for me. I spend way too much money on food to add my grocery list to be, you know, $800 because it probably would be with the stuff I eat. So that's the process. I don't know if I'm actually going to do this today. It might be tomorrow just because I have a crumble in my car, but I just happen to be in an area I'd rather have it than have to get back out here and go to Whole Foods again. So might be in the same video, might not be, but I want people to show the process. People are interested in my boring ass life and process. So I'm braving going in stores with a camera, with a gimbal on it and talking to it. People probably think I'm psychotic, but hey, so it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all, man. We'll see what happens next. Screw it, we're gonna try it. This is their brown butter cookie crunch caramel cake. I might have messed that up. These names are entirely too long. $28 this thing costs at Whole Foods, or you can get a $38 one, which is a lot bigger. I know I got a knife in here. I'm gonna cut me a slice. Okay, I had to just put a note to remind myself to bring a large knife from the crib to the studio because this is the most embarrassing cut I ever had to do with a butter knife. Again, I did not expect to bring home a giant $30 cake, so we just didn't have a big knife. So it's got this caramel top with this cookie crunch frosting, and then on the inside, what just looks like regular chocolate cake. I've heard so much about this cake that I think just by the looks of it that I'm going to be disappointed, but we're here nonetheless, so let's try it out. Make sure I get some caramel and some crunch in here. It looks like some really dense-ass frosting and a really light chocolate cake. Heavy. The frosting? I don't need to take that many bites of this cake to tell you that I personally think there's no way in hell this cake should be worth $28. It's definitely jacked up by the prices of Whole Foods. I completely understand that everything at Whole Foods is crazy, but I think you could get a cake like this even at a Walmart that's relatively comparable, especially the cake part, the cake itself without the frosting. Let me just get a piece, just the cake here, if I can ever grab it. Like, if you told me this is a Walmart cake, I'd believe you. Now, I understand that everybody's taste buds are different. I've had some people in my person, like, telling me they hype this cake up, people that I actually know. I've seen a couple of videos about it on the internet. Everybody's different. I'm just saying, for a $30 cake, you have to blow me away. And this is more like a, it's like decent. The caramel's sweet. The frosting, you get a ton of it. I expected more of a crunch than that, which comes from the bottom of it. My biggest issue with it, I don't think the chocolate works well with this cake. Like caramel, chocolate, cookie crunch. It gives you more of like this cookies and cream vibe, which I get why they did it, but I think it would have worked better with like a vanilla base or something like that. Some people may say that it'd have been too sweet, but that's why everybody's taste buds are different. Is it a bad cake? No. Is it worth $28? No. Is it worth $38? No. But I'm definitely going to see what other people think of this And when I give it away, I'm gonna have to repackage this and then slice it up and give slices of cake to people because I want another opinion. I wish some of y'all lived near me because then y'all could have some free cake. Me personally, if I'm rating this cake out of every cake I've ever had, I would probably give it like a 5 out of 10. If I'm talking from a department or a store, I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Value for money, I would give it a 4 out of 10. But most things from Whole Foods, value for money, are a 4 out of 10, in my opinion. It's okay. I'm really disappointed in that because I was looking at this like it was supposed to. It didn't. Especially when I opened it up. I just didn't think it was going to hit. But we do have one more thing, too. And then I couldn't forget about the impulse buy. I had to just clean this off real quick with all the stuff on there. Clean the fork off. This impulse buy that was right next to the bakery because I love key lime pie and I like coconut things. I like lime flavored things as well. This is a lime coconut tea cake? Tea bread. Tea bread. I don't have any tea. I'm not English, but I'm just going to do this as is. This feels like a pound cake. It's got a crust like a pound cake, and it's got some lime frosting on the top with some coconut. Some people don't like coconut. I didn't until I got old, and now I do. You get this with a glass of milk, a cup of coffee, or some tea. So it's exactly like I thought it would be. This is like a pound cake, and it's got this nice lime coconut on the top. It's not key lime pie lime, which I expect, which has a little more of an intense lime flavor, but it's just a mild lime flavor with these coconut flakes on the top. The cake is really buttery, and I could definitely, if you're a person who wants to pair this with like some ice cream or something like that, it's a little more dense than a pound cake, a little heavier, but the flavor is very similar. I think this costs like $7.99, right? $9. Oh, yeah, that's Whole Foods. For that, you can probably find something similar at your local store bakery. But if you find something with this flavor and they cook and they make it right, this is fire. This is a solid 8 out of 10. I would much rather buy this than that $38 cake for anything, for myself or others. This, I'd rather get 4 of these and call it a day. But I just wanted to show you this stuff. Went to Whole Foods, got the new stuff, tried the new stuff. That's the process. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with another video tomorrow.